attraction changed my life. Today I want to talk about tattoos and whether people have tattoos with positive intentions for them, you know. Maybe it's to inspire them to do something positive, or it's to mark something amazing that's happened and to remind them to always stay positive. So I thought today I'd tell you about my tattoos and the way that I have used them in the law of attraction. My first one is on my left wrist and it is of an FA. That is my name, Francesca Amber, and I used to use just Francesca, and Amber's my middle name. But when I was wanting to be a writer, I thought my writing name would be Francesca Amber, and I had this tattooed on my wrist because I had an idea for a book, and I ended up getting a publishing deal, and I had a BBC documentary made all about it, and in fact that book was enough to help me get my flat in London, so it was the most incredible thing ever. The main thing I wanted in life was to be a writer. I had not been to university, I didn't have a degree, I didn't even have A-levels in English. And I got my dream of being a writer, and I truly believe it was having this FA here. It like really symbolised to me how important it was to be this person, Francesca Amber, that was writing this book. And yeah, I truly believe that has helped me. This one I got on my right wrist, and it's of two hearts. Actually, it's exactly the same hearts Amy Winehouse had on her arm, because I love Amy Winehouse. But these I got because I truly wanted to find a soulmate and to experience love in my life. The reason I didn't get just one heart is because apparently if you have one of anything or one heart, it means like a solidarity or like love for yourself. But if you actually want to find a soulmate and find love with somebody, you have two hearts and you will find the love of your life. So I did this when I was really getting into the law of attraction in a big way, and I was really aware of the power of your thoughts, and I really wanted it somewhere that I would see it every day and it would remind me love is coming into my life, it is coming, I was making room for it. I had this done in the November or December of whatever year it was, and I met my husband literally like 3 months later. So considering I've been looking for a husband for a very long time, I really believe that this did help me to remember every day that I am looking for love, and that love happens all the time around us to everybody that we know, and that it's not that impossible to find. And yeah, I mean, oh my god, I'm so glad I got this one. So after the success of this love tattoo, I decided to get another love tattoo. But this one is a different kind of love. It's not a romantic love, but like a friendship love. So I'll show you first. This is the one. It's Arabic for love. I hope you can't see my hair extensions. It's Arabic for love, and my friend from Australia, he's like one of my best friends in the world. He was my bridesmaid at my wedding. Yes, he's a man, that happened. And he came all the way from Australia and completely surprised me one day. I was having a pretty bad week and I was at my salon. It was boiling hot, it was the middle of summer, and he had booked in under a fake name. And then when I turned up at the salon, I was like, oh, my next client, there he was. And I literally, like, in all seriousness, like, I've never ever been so surprised in my life. Like, I've never had a big surprise. I've never had like a big surprise birthday party or anything like that. And I was so happy. I cried for about 20 minutes. And then I was like, forget work for the rest of the day. Let's go and get lunch. Let's go. Like, we went out that night. We just had 3 days of like the most amount of fun ever. He wasn't actually even visiting England. He was going to a wedding like in another country, and he wasn't going to tell me he was coming because he didn't want to get my hopes up in case he couldn't fly over to England. He literally flew over for 3 days to see me, and I was so happy. And when he went, I was like, do you know what? I love that friendship love. Like, some people will cross oceans for you, others wouldn't cross puddles. Keep the ocean, people. And he is an ocean person, and I was so happy about it. I was like, I really want to find more friendship love like that in my life. So I got this tattoo on my neck knowing that this one had worked. And I don't often meet people that I get really attached to and like I become friends with straight away, and I'm like, oh my god, I feel like I've known you 20 years. That doesn't happen to me very often. And so shortly after getting this tattoo, I think about 3 weeks later, it was really fast, I went to a party and I happened to meet this boy. He wasn't even invited to the party, his friend just brought him along towards the end, and he was from New York, and we just ended up chatting because we were sitting opposite each other, and I was like, oh my god, I feel like I feel like you're my son in a previous life. Like, I just feel such a strong connection to you. He's like, me too. Anyway, cut a long story short, after 3 or 4 days of knowing him, I agreed to go travelling with him for a month around Europe with his cousin and him. And we had the time of our lives, and everyone was like, hang on, you're leaving your dog and your husband and everybody in your business and you're going to go travelling with a guy you just met at a party. And I was like, yes, I wouldn't expect you to understand. He's incredible. He's like one of the best people I've met in my life. And since then, that was only about 6 months ago. And since then, we've travelled all around Europe. I went to Australia for 3 weeks to see him in January. And then I actually went over to New York to see him just a couple of weeks ago. And I can truly say he's one of those people that has massively changed my life. And I'm so glad I've met him. He's genuinely one of my best friends. If you see my other channel, I have like a main channel where I do lots of normal stuff. I record all of my travel videos there. So I've got loads of videos with him. He's hilarious. So you might want to watch those. Anyway, those are all of my tattoos that are to do with the law of attraction, and I feel like I'm gonna have another one soon because I feel like they really work. Like, they've really worked for me. So please do comment down below if you have had any tattoos with similar stories or similar experiences. I would love to hear if it's happening to anyone else or if it's just me, because I know this is a bit weird. Like, I searched for this and there's no such thing. No one else has done a video on this, so it'd be interesting to know if anyone else has had these experiences with tattoos. Anyway, thanks for watching. I hope you have subscribed. If you haven't, please do now, because I'm back every single week with a new video and I would like to see you again. Okay, see you soon. Bye.